Apologies, everyone. I am having issues with my internet, apparently. I am trying to get back into the game, trying to get back online. I will quickly have to restart my game. I apologize. Oh, there we go. There we go. I have just got an invite and retry connection. Okay, give me 2 seconds, guys. I do apologize, everyone. I had an internet hiccup and it kicked me completely out of the game. Let's see. So Sandy Dam is on pole position.
Yeah, his time has stood for the last few attempts to try and beat it for now. We got X427, I think, who's just about to finish a lap. See what he can do. He's opened the DRS across the line. I don't think he improved the stability.
No, he was down by a tenth, unfortunately for him.
Right then, let's have a look at this lineup.
If you want to go through the lineup for me there.
I shall. On pole position, we have Sanderdam in the Aston Martin, followed by Almanac, Neil B, a fixture in the Red Bull, Andre, Enzon, X427, Real Ashen Army, Piney Penguin, Fragnista, Pipe Tech, Dougie, Apple Juice, Kev, and Nathan, who both didn't set a time, unfortunately.
Kev is a surprise for me, not being able to set a time. But, yeah, that's... Yeah, it's a surprise for me. They were not able to get their times in.
Invalidations or just bad laps that were abandoned, I'm not too sure.
Oh, and it's put me in the Alpine.
Oh no, that's a retarded.
Yeah. So guys, you will do a single lap with me. And I will retire in the pits at the earliest point I can.
Well, ahead of you, Summers, you have 15 corners of the Bahrain track. You won't be doing 29 laps, but the rest of them will, hopefully. Pit time loss around here is 23.2 seconds. And
Sorry, Grelis, are you sure, BK? Just retire on shouldn't pull up SC? Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to trust you on that.
If it's wrong, you can't be blamed now.
Yeah, I've been told by BK it's there in the chat. I am expunged of all blame.
Someone said go bowling. Don't do that.
No, I'm not going to do
Anyway,
that.
5 red lights, including Summers, are out, and away we go. It's a good start, I think, from the Red Bull in P2. Can we get a place into turn 1? They're wheel to wheel. Unfortunately, I wish you could see this. They're wheel to wheel into turn 1. The Red Bull has overtaken him into turn 1. Here we go. You see now he's managed to get around into T2, and he's on his way to T4.
It looks like everyone got a decent, clean getaway.
Haas making moves on the hards into turn 4 on the Mercedes of Andre.
The McLarens have now swapped positions, and Kev and Nathan are now swapping positions left, right, and centre.
Good to see a clean getaway. I didn't see any damage appear on anyone's wings, which is good to see. No pit stops, hopefully, for the first lap. Someone said papaya rules. Yes, Nathan is back, unfortunately.
So let's see which tyres everyone decided to go with for the start. Oh wow, we have got a complete mix. Only 2 drivers on the hards for the start. So we have X427 and Piney on the hards. The majority of people on the soft tyres.
That's not the tyre of choice for me. Those seem to burn out very quickly around this track.
And let's bring that.
All very close here. Could we see him move into turn 1? He's weaving, getting up the...
Oh, and X427 must have had damage. He is in the pits already.
Haas in the pits. Not what I like to see as a former Haas driver myself.
No, you liked to be the Haas on the grass, didn't you?
Don't remind me.
I mean, it was either you or Piney that season.
It's true. We had a good season that season, though. Oh, Alpine's made a mistake there. Apple Juice has got a little bit squirrely out of turn 4. Lost a couple of places, I think.
It seems that the Red Bulls and the Aston of Sandydam are keeping a decent little gap to Enzon. Not quite enough to stay out of the DRS. Will Sandydam make the move? No, he thinks better of it and stays behind.
Yeah, Sandydam's in a little bit of a sandwich here. Hopefully he can manage that. We've got two grids forming here. Top 7, ending with Real Ashnabi and Dougie. He's just dropped off a little bit. 1.8, 1.7 seconds now. He won't be getting DRS, so Pipe Tech could be looking to make a move into turn 1.
And if I know Andre, he will be trying to make the double move into turn 1.
If we could see a double move into turn 1, that would be a brilliant start.
Fastest lap from Almanac there, 1:31.
Andre's going for 1. He's got the move done on the Ferrari. He's locked up a little bit, I think, unless that was the
There's
Aston.
slight contact in the middle of the corner, but both come away unscathed by the look of this.
Looked like a good move to me. He's going to work on Aston now.
He is hunting down Dougie.
Those top 4 have dropped the Ferrari of Enzon. Could they drive away with this?
Especially if Enzon is on the soft tyres. I cannot remember. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Apple Juice is round. Hopefully he can get back going and catch the back of the group. But let's get back to this chase here.
Yeah, looking at the position changes for the start of this race, Frignista looks to be Frignista and Dougie have both gained 4 positions. So So they've done well on these first 3 laps. Andre dropped 4, which is unfortunate. And X427, of course, 8 dropped positions due to that damage.
Oh, the race's biggest loser at the moment is X427, if you're not including the Alpine of D Summers 90, who DNF'd on the line.
Unfortunate. Almost as bad as Stroll at Brazil. Was a move from Fragnista here on into turn 1. He's opened the DRS. He's used quite a large amount of battery. He got that done halfway down the straight. No questions asked. Sorted. Done deal.
And Dougie is still fighting off Andre, but he has passed Real Ashton Army, and so has Andre.
Enzon's going to fight this back into turn 4. He's locked up on the outside, but they're going side by side through turn 4 into these S's now. Side by side still into these S's. Who's going to come out on top? Enzon swings around the outside, takes to the inside, and now the RB's on the outside. Dives down to the inside. The Ferrari locked up a little bit.
Oh, and he slides it out of the back.
Oh, no. That was brilliant racing. Well done, both. Unlucky to Enzon there. Hopefully he can make his way back. Maybe a late safety car.
Let's see what Andre can do under this DRS section. Not much by the look of it, thinking better of making the move. I have a weird feeling those on soft tyres right now, those tyres are going to be screaming. They do not last very long around Bahrain. I would not be surprised if they decided to come in the next lap or so.
We'll need to keep an eye on the top 4. Neilby's dropped back, unfortunately, but he is on those medium tyres. So he will hopefully catch a fixture with the tyre advantage gaining over the next few laps.
Pipe Tech is very close to the back of Andre.
We can go 4 wide into turn 1 here.
While this is all going on, let's have a look at the Enzon and Fragnista passing moments. It was very unfortunate for Enzon to have that happen at the end of that sequence of corners. Real Ashton Army is the closest on the back of Pipe Tech right now.
Yeah, Andre has dispatched of those 3 that were in front of him. I don't know if he was listening to me on stream and took it personally that I mentioned he dropped 4 positions off the start, but he's got the move on and he's now out of the DRS range of Dougie.
Piney Penguin went rather deep into turn 10 as Applejuice ends up getting himself a 3-second penalty.
Very unfortunate. Hopefully that won't haunt him later, although on the back of the pack it shouldn't mean too much for now.
Andre has pulled out this gap to almost 2 seconds. That is long. And he's doing this on relatively old soft tyres as well. I wonder how well he is keeping that under the temperatures.
Those Red Bulls are bullying that Aston Martin. Almanac is trying to get his teammate past the Aston Martin of Sanderdam.
And I think it has just worked because Sanderdam is now boxed in for the next turn. And
he's sent it up the inside and he's made the move. I think the Aston Martin's going to keep it relaxed here. He's not got a fight to win.
He's going to stick behind and keep the DRS.
If they can keep gaining the time on Neilby and the Haas, I think he's a happy bunny with at least a podium on the cards right now.
We had a slight change between Piney Penguin and Real Ashton Army, but it seems that they came together because Piney has now dropped back further away from Real Ashton Army.
2 seconds the gap. It's still getting a little bit bigger, although I think it's just the fluctuations we see.
Yeah.
Kev on the softs behind must be feeling the tyre wear a little bit with a 1.5 second gap that he's not being.
I think he may not be here because he is ghosted. Can you try and send him another invite? See if you can get him back in. Real Ashton Army getting squirrely out of the corner there. But he's still chasing after Dougie and is within the DRS. He looks to be recharging his ERS though.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a gap here. We've got 2 collectors of 3. The front 3 as well as 7 to 9th.
As Dougie and Pipe Tech ahead of him are fighting. Keep it clean, boys.
Looks alright. Aston's made it ahead. But Will Ferrari...
Yeah, the Ferrari has come back through.
Yeah, the DRS swapping around here can be quite annoying for some. Depends how you look at it. If you're making time on those in front, it's good. But if not, then you can slow each other down quite a lot.
Come on, get me off of this camera. I want another camera angle.
It's all right if he's trying to make an overtake, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of those into turn 10 unless someone pulls a Fernando Alonso from the 23, if you remember that move.
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, that was one of his first races for Aston Martin, wasn't it?
It was his first race.
It was his first race. Okay.
Front 3 are quite happily chugging along now. Half a second roughly between each of them.
Although it looks like a Fixter has dropped back from his teammate by a couple of tenths there.
Potentially dropping back so the DRS doesn't overtake the Almanac in P1 into turn 1. Oh, we've got a boxer. Real Ashtonami, is it? Real Ashtonami's boxed. First one to pit, not for reasons of damage.
And Dougie and Pipe Tech are going at it again into turn 1.
Real Ashtonami is out on the mediums, so this looks like a 2-stop strategy to me.
I will say I tried the 2-stop strategy 2 seasons ago and it did not go well for me.
Well,
granted,
Real Ashtonami today.
Hopefully. But granted, that was pre-season and it was my first season league racing. So I had no idea what I was doing.
He's joined onto the back of X427 at the back of the grid here. Right, what's going on further up? Andre has got the back of Fragnista now. He could be looking to make a move into turn 1, if not earlier.
Even though I have raced with Andre in a couple of... I raced him in one season in COS and once in another league. And I can't make him out because at times he can be aggressive, but sometimes he's not. And so has Andre. Andre, he's coming in off of those softs.
Yeah, not too many people liking those, I don't think, unless Real Ashtonami has made them pit. Dougie's going for a move on Pipe Tech into turn 1 here. On the brakes, will he make it? Side by side, he's not made contact, which is very good of him. He's going to have to back out of that one and continue the fight.
And I see a certain Piney Penguin hiding in 7th place, just following these two around at this moment in time. Yeah. And we have got Nathan D into the pits.
He's whacked on a new set of hard tyres.
Oh, and 10 seconds in... Oh, and he's retiring. Okay.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
It's a tough one. Unfortunate. I'm not sure why he retired there.
Let's see. X427 is only 2 temps off the back of Real Ashton. Is Real Ashton going to be able to break away? Oh, he actually made it through the hairpin a lot quicker than X427.
Yeah, those new tyres are going to be doing wonders for Real Ashtonami there. We could have a move on from Piney, I think. He's very close to Dougie and was even closer previously.
Let's see what happens down here. And along with Fragnista as well.
Yep, A Fixter becomes the leader of this race.
And there goes Piney. He passes. Oh my
He
god!
avoided the third one, wheel banging, bashing.
Oh dear, oh dear. That
I
was
think they got away with that one.
potentially. That was a rather rough turn one from them, to be fair.
See if that one gets taken to the stewards.
I have a feeling the stewards might have something to say about that, especially with Piney Penguin squeezing his way up the inside where there wasn't too much of a gap. But we shall see.
It has introduced Almanac to this fight. He has caught up rapidly thanks to their scrapping. He might even make a move here, I think. He needs to dispatch of these three quickly if he wants to keep up with his two friends in his Red Bull teammates and Sanderdam. He doesn't want to lose that 4-second advantage.
That is very true. And A Fixter and Neilby, A Fixter is now into the pits. Neilby does not go into the pits.
Well, this Red Bull just made two positions potentially. He went round the outside of one left. He's going inside the Aston. He's going to get the run out of it. And will he get the Ferrari into turn one?
He does, because the Ferrari comes into the pits.
There's some good racing there.
And Pipe Tech speeding into the pits, 10-second penalty.
No.
Let's have a look at that pass into the final corner there. That was a Red Bull masterclass right there.
Could we have Max Verstappen in our bounds?
I am surprised. There is a Piney Penguin who has now inherited P3, but is, I believe, yet to pit.
Yeah, Piney would be extremely happy with the podium today, but I think he's run those hards from the beginning, looking to go long into the race.
Let's have a look-see here. So we have a X427 chasing Real Ashton Army still, coming through the start of the second sector and into the hairpin. Oh, he looked at it, he backed out a little bit, and then he went for it again. Wow, okay. That was, I believe, a little bit of indecision on X427's part, and it has really brought Pipe Tech into this, even though he does have a 10-second penalty.
Yeah, some brave moves made by X427, considering his eyes are 9 laps old, 6 laps older than Real Ashton Army ahead of him.
I will also note, I do love the fact that X427, no matter what team he races for, he matches the helmet to the colours of the car. And I've gone again.
No, you're back.
Am I back?
You're back. I got very scared for a second when you're back.
Okay, well, I have been kicked from the session. Can I get an invite? Sorry, ladies and gents. No, that's not the real. That's not real. I don't believe it. Where's the technical issues button where you need it?
Well, anyway,
get that invite, please. There we go.
Yeah, I should have it.
Yeah. And that did not work. Can I get another, please?
Yeah.
I do apologise to everyone watching the stream. I've had internet cutouts this morning due to roadworks outside, and it has caused an absolute nightmare for my internet.
Pipe Tech has dispatched of X427 and Real Ashton Army, the group we were watching just before the incident. He has got to drop 10 seconds to them now, but I'm sure he'll believe he can do it.
I've come back to a Neilby in the pits, and A Fixter gets himself around Piney, but has a bit of a half spin on exit. So Piney holds third. Surely Piney is going to have to pit within the next 3 laps, I would say. X427 around the outside of Pipe Tech. Sorry for cutting you off there.
Those hards, they last quite a while. And
they do.
Personally, his battle isn't with a fixture, but he's making a show of it anyway, showing what he can do.
And Pipe Tech showing X427, no, this is my part of the track. This is my position. I want it.
He will make that Ferrari as wide as it needs to be.
Although, saying that, giving his penalty at this moment in time, it will put him down into 13th by the end of the race, if the timings stay as they currently are.
Well, we've got plenty of time left. We're not even halfway through yet. And Almanac has pulled a 5-second gap to Sandy Dam. He's looking like a strong contender for the win today.
By the look of it, if I am not mistaken, Almanac is starting to... He has lapped Applejuice and Nathan. And it looks like Sanderdam and a Fixter. No, I am wrong. Sorry. I got confused. A Fixter has finally made it past Piney. That is what got me confused. Apologies, everyone.
I was going to say this is early.
Danny Boy has come back into the pits. X427.
Yeah, he had to box early, didn't he? So he's going to change.
That is true, yes. So our closest fights at the moment are for 9th place and for 3rd, by the look of things.
Yeah, we got Kevin. He's right on the back of Real Ashton Army.
Still looks like Kev is not in. Is he ghosted for you?
I think he's out of the game. I think he lagged out early on.
I know he lagged out in qualifying, unfortunately, but
could get his car back.
That is a shame. Hopefully, he will be able to connect back and stay in the connection for the next race.
Well, it makes it easy for Ashton Army. He's not got to worry about that too much.
That is very true. I am very pleased to say that there have been no safety cars as of yet. Touch wood. Touch wood.
There's going to be 3 in the last half of this race.
I wonder how many people are praying for a late safety car at this point.
I think Applejuice and X427 are probably 2 of those, if there are anyone. The 3-second
427 is pulling up on the back of Applejuice as well. I have a feeling he's going to get past him on this lap and then do what he can to burn away for the rest of the lap.
Yeah, I think even if he sits behind Applejuice, he's not going to worry too much with that 3-second penalty, but I think he wants to move further up the grid if he can.
Let's have a look. So apart from the fight for 13th and the ghosted car of Kev in 10th, the closest fight is a Fixter. Everyone seems to have been a bit more spread out as of late. And
everyone's set to a rhythm, I think.
I think a safety car would cause major spice in this situation. And Pipe Tech grabs a 3-second on top of his 10-second penalty. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you can't be getting more penalties when you've already got a track limits one. Sorry, a pit speeding one. Going to slow down a little bit here. Might have to move on to fun fact.
Yes, you did say you had a fun fact about the circuit.
Well, do you like Dr. Pepper sauce?
I do. It's one of my favourite carbonated beverages.
Oh, we've got Real Ashton Army in the pit. He's on to another set of hearts. He's moved behind X427. He'll join the back of Apple Juice potentially, or
He comes out just in front of Apple Juice.
just in front. See what he can do on those hards. I would assume they're to the end.
Yeah, he'll definitely be able to get to the end on those hards. It'll take him a single lap to get heat into them around this track, especially with the very abrasive surface around here.
There as well.
And Almanac is coming into the pits.
Okay, the lead is in. Only 7 laps. Well, it's 8 laps on those mediums. Not a huge amount.
Is that his second pit stop? Yes, it is. Is he going on to... What is he going on to? Oh, he's gone on to the hard tyres.
Yeah.
He is going to make a run for the end.
He's got some work to do if Sanded M&A fixed to go to the end on their hards, but they're going to be 6 and 7 laps more worn, respectively, than Almanac's.
And can we return to your fun fact?
Sorry, yes. There was everyone decided to get jiggy with it. Oh, safety car! Safety car!
What happened? What happened? Oh, it's Apple Juice has DNF'd after the S's at the very beginning of Sector 3.
I promise we will return to the Dr. Pepper, but we need to focus on this right now.
Yes. This is going to spice it up completely. This is going to change everything. X427 has already got himself into the pits.
Yeah, that is absolutely dire for Almanac. Pitting the lap before a safety car is absolutely horrendous. All of the people in front of him are now going to get maybe not a free pit stop, but a much, much quicker pit stop. We'll have to see where he ends up.
This is going to be massive for the rest of this race. Does Sanderdam come in? Yes, he waits a little bit later than I would have thought, but he does come in. What does he go on to? That is the question. Do they put the mediums on?
Yeah, I think mediums.
Oh no, he's going on to the soft tyre.
Soft. It's a brave choice.
Afixter's onto the mediums. Piney is coming in as well. I believe everyone should be coming in. Piney is going on to the mediums. Let's see. Neil B is going on to the mediums as well. See what Andre is on. Mediums. Fragnista onto the mediums. Pipe Tech going from mediums to softs and serving his 10-second penalty. We've got Kev. He has come in, and I believe... I couldn't tell from that angle. It's onto the hards for his AI. Dougie onto the mediums. Nathan onto the mediums. Yeah, Pipe Tech is going to be pushing for 11 laps now.
Yeah, let's open up the tyre details and see if we can figure out who's going to be best and worst off in this.
So,
Electric Andre says it's a big opportunity for Pipe Tech. That's very true. He would have served those 10 seconds in the pit. So only the 3 penalty seconds now.
Yes.
On the soft tyre he's got on to, which is brave in my opinion.
Sanderdam on the soft tyre. I honestly don't think that is going to be the best choice around Bahrain, especially with the way the tyres tear themselves apart with the temperature degradation and also the abrasive nature of this circuit. His tyres are going to die off.
I'm going to have to favour the medium tyre runners in this situation. I think Afixter, Piney Penguin, which is, I mean, he's had a masterclass here to stay out on those hards for 17 laps and pull a safety car pit stop to remain 4th he's going to be hoping for a podium.
He is.
I think,
yes.
fortunately, Almanac on those hards is going to be protected by his teammates somewhat. If not, he can help him out.
Potentially. What I have forgotten to do. Sorry, guys. There we go. But, yeah, I have a feeling those on the medium tyres behind Almanac may end up swamping him.
Potentially.
His tyres, the hard tyres are difficult to get up to temperature in the first place. But under a safety car, they are even harder to get up to temperature. He will be running on very cold tyres. The mediums will be easier to get up to temperature off of the restart. I have a feeling Almanac and a Fixter may do a McLaren-esque Papaya Rules situation and swap positions and let a Fixter go ahead and let Almanac do the defending.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see here. Hopefully, the safety car will be in this lap.
We can hope. We can hope.
And before it does, we'll return to the Dr. Pepper because otherwise we're never going to get out of the way.
Yes, quickly.
But you like Dr. Pepper?
I do, yes.
Turns out in Bahrain you cannot get Dr. Pepper in restaurants. You just can't get it anywhere.
And is there reasoning for this?
Not that I could find. I mean, I hate Dr. Pepper, so honestly, I'm okay. So I just didn't question it, really. You know, I think that's the best decision they've ever made.
And the safety car is in the end of this lap.
Right, well, Sanderdam is going to get a good start here on those softs. See if he can break away from the group, maybe. Hope they battle it out before his tyres get worn.
I remember when I first joined COS, I didn't know that brake dragging was a thing under safety car. So I was weaving like you have to in this game because brake dragging doesn't exist anymore. But I was...
Gone.
Oh, no, he's not. He's still weaving. He's still weaving. And he's going. And we're back to green flag racing. Please ignore the safety car symbol in the top left. It is a glitch that they still have not fixed.
Right, Easter is looking to make a move on Andre into turn 1. He gets ahead on the braking and is through turn 1, side by side, and out of turn 2. The Red Bull and McLaren have hit. I don't know if there was any damage there. Piney may have received some wing damage, but a Fixter has got ahead.
If there is wing damage, it is minor wing damage because he is still holding on to his end plates there.
Yeah,
let's
we've
have
got
a look
another
at
move
these
with
leaders.
Kev, who unfortunately lagged out, so that should be an easy one.
And Dougie is past him as well, almost running into the back of Real Ashton Army there.
Thankfully, there's no wing damage today. Standardam is slowly dropping Almanac. Real Ashton Army's got some work to do here. 1.5 seconds dropped in these first 2 sectors, unfortunately. He's not going to have the DRS when it is enabled on this next lap.
It will be unfortunate for him, but he will, if Dougie manages to get past him under the first... actually, it'll be the first DRS after turn 3. Because they have not crossed the line yet.
It's true, yeah. DRS enabled.
Fragnista was very much on the cusp.
Pipe Tech he's looking to overtake Nathan down this straight, as well as X427 on Real Ashton Army into turn 1.
X427. Oh, they're side by side. And X427 gets a penalty. Gets the 3 seconds for trying to avoid Ashton there.
He might be able to take that to the steward and get that removed.
That is potential, yes. Very wise of Real Ashton Army to back out of that section there, going side by side.
Yeah, he might have made a wise decision. X427 is getting closer to Dougie, but he's dropped off massively from Andre and the rest of the front field.
Almanac has dropped to almost a second and a half behind Sanderdam.
The soft advantage is working well here.
Yes.
Whether it will last is the question.
Let's keep an eye on this battle for seconds. Someone just took out the bollard on the inside of the curb.
I used to love doing that, especially at Miami. Almanac's working to get into that 1 second gap again.
He's definitely doing it, but he seems to be recharging his battery, if anything. And I think he's letting his teammate past. But is he going to defend the McLaren here?
Didn't need to in the end, fortunately enough. Those Red Bulls are going to be working together, and it's not going to be easy at all for Pioneer, Neilby, or Andre to get past into that podium position if they want to.
That is very true.
Yeah, the Red Bulls are doing well here today. If Max had a teammate like this, mate, they'd be smashing it.
Nathan making the move on Real Ashton Army into turn 4, does it nice and clean and gets through. And Fragnista has got himself a 3-second penalty.
Piney went wide as he was entering the turn 4 right-hander and has let the Haas through.
Oh, and he's made contact there with the rear of Nilby and gets himself into a little bit of a slide. He is now under attack from Andre behind.
Yes, this has brought Andre into it. It's unfortunate. I think he needs to keep a cool head, try and get this podium.
Meanwhile, Neilby has kept himself relatively quiet throughout the entire race and is now up into 4th place.
Yes, actually, it reminds me a little bit of mine. It's actually the pre-season for season 13 in the Haas.
Oh, and there's 3 seconds for the McLaren.
Not going to help. He's trying to keep it to that DRS range, though. He's managed it with 0.9. Almanac and A Fixter swapping positions again. These Red Bulls are going to be a force to reckon with in season 15, I can tell.
I believe so, yes. They are happily doing their DRS swapping and just making sure that they stay just far enough ahead of the cars behind. They know that if they can do this for another 7 laps, they've got this in the bag.
Yeah, we've got Red Panda Pigeon Slayer saying lap 25 is the point where Red Bull will have the advantage over the Aston on the soft. We'll have to see if that time starts coming down on or after lap 25. To be honest, I think he's probably right.
Oh, and A Fixter went wide out of turn 10. That gives Neilby a great run at the back of him, although they still got the DRS. I'm just wondering how many warnings A Fixter might be on. Was that a...
Yes. If he gets another one, it could be a 3-second penalty. And as we've seen with some of the other people, it's easy to get a penalty around here if you're not careful.
Yeah, if you lose that tiny bit of concentration.
Oh, he's gone for a move. He might have hit the back. Neilby maybe touched the back of A Fixter, but he's looking to get past, try and disrupt these Red Bull pair. He might do it into turn 1. He's looking closer and closer. He's going to have to brake late if he wants this one.
Yeah, he thinks better of it and backs out. But that final corner there, it looked very reminiscent of a move that one of the other drivers in Kos would have done. Hako. He likes tapping the rear end of cars in front. Not necessarily intentionally, but it happens more often than not.
Finally has dropped out of the DRS range of those front runners. He is very, very, very under pressure from the Mercedes of Andre behind, who's going to be looking to make a wild comeback from losing 4 positions off the start.
And you're just poking a bear by keep mentioning that he lost the 4 positions off the start. If he's listening to the stream, he is going to be fuming, and he will be driving to make up as many positions as he can to prove you wrong.
Exactly. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he, well, maybe not wins the race. I don't want to show any bias.
Oh, and Dougie, another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
It's all coming out here. Everyone's going for it. Looking at the
I will
times as
say,
well.
Sanderdam has raked out another second in front of Almanac.
Well, this is supposedly the lap he's going to start losing time. 4 laps, 4 seconds. Can he do it?
Anything's possible, especially if there's going to be another safety car. If anyone heard me banging on the desk, I'm touching wood.
Piney Penguin has been overtaken by Andre, unfortunately. He's kept the DRS, and hopefully Andre might pull him back into the front runners, but that 3-second penalty is going to stop him in his tracks otherwise. I was saying that Fragnista has actually dropped Pytech by 3 seconds, which is going to remove his 3-second penalty. Although, as I've said that, he has lost 3, now 4 tenths, so maybe I should shut up about that.
Talking of penalties and who they will actually benefit, have a look at Nathan. He is sitting pretty in 11th place right now.
His favourite place.
This is a very normal place for him to have been finishing in EU4 and EU3 last season. But all of the drivers ahead of him have penalties.
They do. It looks to me like he's going to be in P8 if it remains how it is at the moment.
And I know from knowing Nathan, I know that he got 12 points last season.
You did not have to out him like that.
No, he was better than he did the season before. So,
Progress.
if he stays behind Dougie, and Dougie and X427 stay close, he is going to be gaining points right off of the bat. And, I mean, he's a lovely bloke. He's one of the admins for costs now. The power went a little bit to his head. But he is a lovely bloke, and yeah, he is doing what he can to push for more points this season. More power to him.
Yeah, looking at the front, that gap is starting to come down, but not by a huge amount, considering we've only got 3 laps left after this one.
It doesn't seem like it's going to be enough for Almanac to catch Sandydam, unfortunately.
As long as Sanderdam can keep a cool head, those tyres are not going to be nice. He's got to keep that on the track in the right direction. Otherwise, he will be losing seconds quickly. But I have faith he can do it. He seems to be a very competent driver with some good strategy behind him.
That is very true. It seems that the strategy is working out for him. I would never be able to do this, because by the time 3 laps on the soft tyres goes by in Bahrain, for myself, they are hitting 100 degrees and I am sliding in every corner. So look forward to that in EU2 tomorrow.
Yeah, these Red Bulls are not making too much time up. Pablo Plays makes a point where he's saying the Red Bull's DRS swap might be a bit of a late now, but it'll be interesting to see how they battle this out. Who's going to take the P2? Who's going to take the P3? And are they going to get a little bit scrappy for it?
Hello, Pablo Plays. It is D Summers 90 and my assistant Grelis.
That's me.
I would just like to point out, Nathan made up a place. He is now in 10th position ahead of Dougie, and only a second behind X427.
He's on a mission. He's dropping down the time. Hopefully, he might even grab the DRS into turn 1 here.
If he can get through the last few corners by gaining places, gaining tenths, he is going to be in a good window for the last couple of laps.
Yeah, he's had a strong race considering he's been at the back for some time. The safety car has done wonders for him, and I think he's trying to make the most out of it here.
Talking of someone who is in the DRS, we will go to his teammate, Piney Penguin, who is less than half a second behind Andre.
Yeah, Piney is he's holding on here. His tyres have not looked too healthy. He's had a few moments into turn 4, but Andre's pulling him on nicely, and I'm sure he won't complain about that.
And I might as well speak up about this, as the bot has just put it into the chat. If you're interested in joining the league, use the Discord link and sign up. You might get a reserve seat. There are a couple of open seats in the likes of EU2 and EU3 that I know of. All you would have to do is do a pace test, follow the rules that are in the instructions for the pace test, and you will be cushy.
Yeah, I mean, just look at today's race. We've had a late safety car spicing this up. Shout out to Brooksy there for the use of that word. And now Nathan is in the DRS. We could see a move.
Speak of the devil, and Corey Brooks will appear in the chat. So we have a Fixter and Nilby fighting for the 3rd podium position on the last lap here. Nilby is as close as he has been the last 3-4 laps. This is probably the closest he's been. I reckon he might have been saving a little bit of ERS.
Potentially. A Fixter is going to be hoping and praying that Almanac gives him as much DRS and as much help as he can, but he's fallen out of the DRS.
He's out of the DRS, so... Oh, he's back in, he's back in.
Oh, it's so close.
Let's see if he opens that rear wing. It's open. He got the DRS. Almanac helped him just enough to help him. He gave him that 1/10.
Well, 1/10's all you need, and now he's dropped into a 0.6 deficit to his teammate, which should keep him in the DRS for those last few meters.
And as it stands, the new boy, or should I say one of the new boys, is going to come across the line to take his victory in Bahrain, his first race with Contest of Speed.
Yeah, he's
well
going to be
done
pleased
to
with that.
Sanderdam, and also very well done to a Fixter. He also, on his debut, has got himself a podium.
Yeah, those Red Bulls will be super happy. Horner will be happy. The Haas did well to try and attack those podium positions, but I'm sure it will take a P4.
And I will just say, a double points finish for the McLaren boys, 6th and 7th.
I said this to them. I told them I expected a double points position from those two today. And look at them. They've done it.
What an interesting race. That has been absolutely mad. And Piney Penguin with the driver of the day. Let's get
He'll be happy with that.
There we go, Sanderdam on the top step. Congratulations to Sanderdam, to Almanac and a Fixter for their podium finishes. Well done to everyone tonight. That was a relatively clean race. There were only a couple of incidents and only one safety car, and that was someone who crashed out by themselves. So, yeah. Let's get the screenshots here just in case.
Let's get them in for interviews.
Let's. So, it is Sanderdam, Almanac, and Adam that you will want in for the interviews. We will take a very short break here, guys. So I will put this VT up and swap over to the interview screen. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We will get the interviews done as soon as possible.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
Here we go. We've got all
I
three.
got it. All right.
Hello, everyone. So, we will start with our P3 man, Adam, or A Fixter. How was that for you, my friend? I know that was your first race for Contest of Speed. So
It was. I practiced very hard for it. I put in the hours in time trial and practicing to get the setup right, and it paid off really well. I couldn't get past my teammate, who was pretty quick on those hards and at the start as well. So yeah, it's a good race. Enjoyed it. Thanks for having me, and look forward to the next one.
It was a very interesting race. We were wondering if you and Almanac were working together, swapping DRS throughout the race when you were next to each other, just to try and break away from the cars behind.
I was gonna try and do the what you mean after the safety car. I was gonna try and do a
Yes.
DRS swap, but I just couldn't get past them on the straights. I was trying to, but I just didn't have the straight line speed to get past.
That's fair enough. Well, congratulations on your debut podium. Well done.
Thank you.
And now, time for P2, Mr. Almanac. Hello?
Yes.
Hello. That was a great race from you. The start going against Sanderdam, and then just keeping it calm and bringing it home after the safety car. How do you feel your race went?
At the beginning of the race, I had a good pace, but then started the second half time of the match, Champions League, AC Milan, Real Madrid, and I watched this on second monitor. I began to get tired and the same time made a mistake. This was my strategy, but I handed out DRS to my teammate. We worked really well. So thank you for the race.
Grelis, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I think, as someone said, you showed very good pace throughout, and at the end there, managed keeping your teammate behind. Would you have chosen the hards again if you could go at that last stint?
I was raised on Bahrain on another league, and two stints it worked because I could podium again. So maybe updates in this beautiful game. This don't work today, but anyway, this podium.
Yeah, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well done on your PT.
Congratulations, Almanac. And last but not least, another debutante, but this time getting the top step on the podium, Sanderdam. How do you feel about your debut race?
Yeah, I feel very good. Thank you so much. First of all, congratulations to Adam and Almanac. They gave me a good run for my money in those Red Bull cars. It was I had a really nice race with them at the beginning. at the end, I took a gamble with soft tires for the first couple of laps. I was taking it slow, and then I tried to use as much as ERS as I could to take a big leap in front of them. After going for about 3 or 4 seconds in front of them, I saw that it's gonna be an kind of easy ride because my tires were really good until the last couple of laps, but the distance was too great for them to catch me.
Yeah, we did speculate why you had went onto the soft tyres under the safety car, and we were expecting you to be really struggling after lap 25 going into lap 26. How were the tyres for you at that point?
I mean, they were at about, I think, 60% at the end. But as I said, so when safety car went into the pits for the, I think, 2 or 3 laps, I was driving really kind of slow. I was taking care of my tires so that I could go the distance with them, all 10 laps. So like until the lap, I think 20, 27, so 28, 29 were really tough to drive. But until then, it was okay.
Yeah, after the safety car, we saw that you were pulling out one hell of a gap ahead of Almanac.
Yeah.
And you got to, 4.5 seconds, I believe it was? And
yeah, something like that.
At that point, Almanac started eating away into your
Mm-hmm.
deficit.
That's when my tires were starting to degrade.
But you did really well the last 3-4 laps on heavily used tires, and got yourself the podium and the win in your debut race. Any thoughts, Grelis? Sorry, Sanderdam.
Yeah. It's okay. It was a great race, really. I had a really nice time driving with everybody. It was very nice. Everybody was watching. Nobody was diving or something like that. And I was with my race partner Dugi in parties. It was a great experience.
Yeah, you had a good race. I think if you enjoyed that one as much as that, you should be looking forward to these next 11. I think you had a few doubters at the end when you got on those soft tires, and I must admit I was one of them. It's a very brave choice taking those around this track where tire wear is so high. Brilliant pace, brilliant execution at the end. Honestly, it was a pretty perfect last stint. I can congratulate you more. Well done. I hope to see you on the podium again.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Okay, guys. So that is the end of the stream for EU3 tonight. Next week, we are off to Japan for round 2. The next COS stream, I believe, is going to be tomorrow for EU2, 9 p.m. UK time. Same as tonight. Hopefully we'll actually get away on time because there won't be a hiccup in the lobby. But make sure you're here to watch it. Drop a follow on Twitch. Make sure you can see what's going on. And have a great evening, guys.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. See you soon.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for the comms. It looked really good. Looking forward to rewatching the race, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you should. You did well.